All right. Howdy, howdy. So, Riley Bennett here with Ryan Logan. You are here because you want improved Amazon results. And this is our presentation about us and our boutique Amazon growth agency. We are a boutique agency, half in the US and half worldwide. And we're a more effective and fun Amazon agency than any other in existence. In this presentation, we're just going to cover about us and our strategies. So, our 5-step growth and ranking system, how Amazon ranking works, our ranking strategy, listing optimization strategy, Amazon ads strategy, things to avoid, case studies, and about our service and working with us. So, I'm going to get to our 5-step rank system in a second. But first, quick introduction. Ryan, I call him the Amazon ads genius. So, want to do a quick intro, Ryan?
Yeah. Um, so I'm Ryan. I've been an Amazon seller for 8+ years. Actually, that's actually how I very first got started, was as an Amazon seller. I've been doing marketing, marketing and sales for roughly 15 years now, um, all different types. And I settled on Amazon about 8+ years ago, and this is kind of where I've hung out. Um,
Yep. Awesome. So
the
yeah, more about us in a second, Ryan. Let's keep it
Sure.
moving. We've worked with over 300 brands. Here's just a few case studies. Danny said we've tried a few different agencies. Nobody even comes close. Eva said out of everyone we've worked with, AMC is the only one we can truly recommend. Greg said I rarely leave reviews, but I have to say that Ryan and his team have been great to work with and have significantly helped grow our Amazon business. They give you attention to detail and go the extra mile with almost all agencies. Do not. I am pleased to recommend them. So whether your current Amazon agency is uh, good but not great, or whether your sales have been kind of stagnant and you're seeing if you can raise them, or if your sales have been declining, or if you're just launching your brand on Amazon, that's kind of our sweet spot, what we do. Dr. Jason says they went above and beyond. These guys are great and fun to work with. Would recommend them to anyone who wants to take their Amazon sales to the next level. Supplements and health and wellness are one of our specialties, and this is his video. So, simplified, I'm going to go over how to improve Amazon results. By the end of this, I just want to share value and tips. So, even if we don't end up working together, you can implement these strategies and hopefully it will improve your business. So, at the end of the day, Amazon is a search engine, and the game is being ranked and discovered high on page one. So that's the game that we play. 70% of sales get at the top of page one. So it's just a big search engine, right? And how does the ranking algorithm work? Basically, it's a factor of conversion rate and your average daily sales velocity over the past 180 days, 6 months. So to get better results, you need a better page one rank. So you need to drive more traffic, AKA sales, and have a better conversion rate, right? So that's basically the game we play. And we've kind of boiled it down into these 5 steps when you're just launching or relaunching or at any point. You need a great listing. You need to get reviews, get your first reviews fast if you're launching, and have a great rating always. Sale price. If you're just launching, you need to start competitive on price. This is going to really boost your sales velocity and catapult you really high up to page one. Amazon ads is one way to drive traffic. It's kind of the main way. And then external traffic is another way to drive traffic. And we do all of these. And these are tools to drive traffic to our Amazon listing. And so this is another way of putting it: traffic and conversion. That's what we're looking at. In terms of conversion, you want to make sure everything is checked off to make your listing convert as high as possible. And then in terms of traffic, these are kind of the tools that we have. Amazon ads being the main one, but we also have external traffic. And then, of course, organic traffic, which is the best traffic for long term profitability. So, traffic, again, and conversion. And this is the diagram of the system that we install for companies, for brands, for sellers: traffic and conversion system. And it's all about testing, 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 test, keep what's best. And that leads to growth. And that's the service that we implement for brands. Here's a document or a graphic showing the launch and rank phase, and then profit and optimization phase, and finding the sweet spot of price, sale price, and ranking and sell through rate is a big thing that we nail down for brands. So that's kind of our 5-step system. And together, the Holy Grail, the goal is 1,000 plus reviews with 4.3 star rating. If you hit that, that's going to hit an upward spiral effect in traffic and conversion, solidifying you in what I call page one real estate. For the long term, you're going to be collecting passive income with a great conversion rate at that point. That's a grand slam product. All right, on to the next product. So that's where the big money is made on Amazon. All right, so a little bit about Amazon ads. We can get into this and I'll hand it off to Ryan. I call him the Amazon ads genius. And if you want to know more about his strategies and what he does, we made a PPC course on our YouTube channel, and you can check it out right there, including PPC setup, deep dive, long tutorials. So Ryan, yeah, over to you. I want to talk a little bit about your PPC kind of methodologies and strategies.
Yeah. First and foremost, I want to precursor this with the fact that there are multiple different strategies with PPC. Um, and we tend to do what the best strategy is for the account. And sometimes that actually
Mm-hmm.
means testing different things. So we have had clients before, as an example, where we've done the traditional strategy, it didn't work. So we came up with a new one, and that one worked. Or we had to do a different version or a hybrid between multiple ones. Um, and we've actually started noticing, and Riley and I, we've talked about this as well. Um, some strategies work in some categories and they don't work in other categories. And that is one of the things that we specialize in, is understanding the nuances of the different categories. Um, and a lot of that comes through testing. We love data and we make data decisions. And so if we find that something isn't working, we can find out what the data is that needs to be adjusted to get the results that we want. So this is a tried, true, tested system. You can do with it. Of course, doing prior keyword research can actually help you jumpstart this so that it goes a lot faster. But for right here, the funnel starts here at the very, very top of anything, and it comes down into a narrow part of the funnel. And so the top part here is going to be your discovery, essentially finding or expanding certain audiences. The way to do that is through the auto campaign, sponsored display audiences, category, and complementary audiences. These are the widest audiences that you can actually target. You never want an auto campaign to be always running for the full time with all of your budget. You have the least amount of control over these 4 different types of campaigns. Um, they are meant mainly for impressions to sessions, not necessarily conversions right away. In fact, a lot of times the strategies associated with them are meant to be part of an awareness campaigns, essentially, if you're used to different forms of advertising. After the audience has been discovered, you research and test that audience out with either broad or phrase match, narrowed down sponsor display targeting, product targeting, and sponsor brand ads. That's where you actually research the audience. And that's going to be about the middle part of the funnel here. And then down at the very bottom, after you've tested out those ads, you can actually turn those into exact campaigns, to sponsor brand video campaigns, ASIN. Then there's a few others you can actually throw in there as well. Those tend to be your relevant, hyper relevant campaigns and a lot more of your profitable search terms that end up resulting there. So this structure ends up looking like this when it's actually built out. The keyword structure and funnel for it is that, as I explained, this is essentially the funnel like this, but it's actually turned sideways. So have a little bit of patience with this one and imagination here. But essentially, the category campaign, you have your auto campaign. These are going to be your, like I said, awareness campaigns or the discovery campaigns. And from there, once a conversion occurs for either search terms or a product type, they actually go into part of this funnel. So either into the product pool or the broad pool. And from there, once conversions start occurring here, we test those out. Either a broad or a phrase match is what this one can be, either one. Then it goes into an exact pool. And eventually you're going to find that there's some search terms that have significantly higher search volume than others. And so a lot of budget can actually be attributed to the higher spending search term rather than a lot of the lower volume search terms that actually get inside these campaigns. And so eventually you will be subbing these out into different pools or alpha exacts as an example. So this would actually come over here. Skip this one. This actually is supposed to come over to here over to the alpha execs. You'd actually break it out into different exact campaigns or groupings. Over here, the way that this will usually work is the product pool will break out into smaller groupings as well, or into a significantly bigger product pools and so on for the year as well. How much should I spend on Amazon? At least $100 a day, for reals. Like that is absolutely true. If you're spending less than that, you don't really have a specific product that is really going to be making enough volume to justify a few things, right? So if you ever want to offload, how do I say? If you ever want to offload the responsibility of your products, you need to be making a certain amount of revenue. Ad spend is a good way to measure your click-through rate and conversion rate as it relates to competitors, because they're competing against you and you can see the changes right there. And so you can actually keep track of different click-through rates and conversion rates as it relates to the niche that you're in and everything else. And if you're not spending enough, there's always going to be a competitor who's willing to spend more. You need to spend an adequate amount. You don't need to overspend, but you have way more problems from underspending than spending adequately or overspending. The worst thing that you can do is spend too little. We had a client
Mhm.
who, when they first started with us, they were spending too little. They actually had they had an ads conversion rate of 25%. People hearing this video are going to say, "What? 25%?" Yes, 25%. What that means is he deserved to be in the top of page one, but because he had too little of a budget, he wasn't willing or able to get there. It took us 4 months of pushing and making sure that his supply chain could keep up with the demand. And after, what was it, 4 months, 3 or 4 months, he was at the top in the top three of his niche, because he had a great performing product, but he was too afraid to spend in order to
Yep.
get there. And anyways, now he's where he used to make $4,000 a month in revenue. He now makes 70,000 a month in revenue, off of
Hmm.
one product that had a 25% conversion rate, an ads conversion rate, but he was too afraid to spend. He was underspending in Amazon in the category. The competitors were willing to spend, and he wasn't. And so they played the game. Anyways, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
it's a common thing that we do. It's yeah, even when we're managing my brother's product, it's a lot of
Yep.
sellers and even other professionals and agencies are afraid to crank up and push the spend because they're trying to optimize for ACoS. It's all about that ACoS. But actually, if you want to grow your entire sales and profits, you need to push the ACoS up so you can get a higher ranking and then start
Yep.
to optimize for profits.
Yep. You have to optimize
So
at the
that's
new
a
level.
yeah, that's a very very common thing. But let's just keep it moving for the sake of this
Yep.
video.
Sorry.
How often do you make adjustments? People ask.
Yep. As often as it makes sense. I see that that's actually that's probably what it says here. Yep. As often as it makes sense. We're usually like at least once a week. We have some clients that we've optimized really well, and we do a few times a month, and that is really it. If we newly launch campaigns, we obviously go in multiple times throughout the week and make adjustments. Um, we do it as often as it makes sense. What is a good TACoS or ACoS? Yep, this entirely depends on the product, different categories and phases that you're actually in, and the strategy that we're implementing. During the launch phase, and as an example, we will want to target a higher TACoS and a higher ACoS because they actually correlate. During profit optimization phase, usually a 10 to 20% TACoS is profitable for most companies. Now, every company is
Yep.
going to have their own metric that they want to
Yep.
hit, but generally that's about
Yeah.
right.
All of this is case by case. Every product
Yeah.
is its own universe. Every brand's inventory and financial and cash flow situation is different. So it's high touch and everything is customized on all of this. Obviously it's marketing campaigns. So yeah, I want to touch real quick on DSP and we can go over a case study. So what is DSP?
DSP stands for Amazon. It's Amazon Demand Side Platform. So it's an area of huge opportunity, and essentially it's a way to target more efficiently customers outside of Amazon, bringing them to the Amazon ecosystem and then retarget them within that ecosystem of Amazon for more efficiency of spend. So, anyways,
Okay.
that's main yeah, that's Amazon DSP.
Yeah, here's just some screenshots showing that yeah, your product will be retargeted to shoppers who have checked you
Mm-hmm.
out, for example, or uh, looked at your product or added to cart but have not yet purchased around the internet on various places, and it can be very effective. Pretty much all of our DSP management clients get a great ROAS, and if you have a bestseller, which is pretty high ranked on page one, and you're like, how do I grow this? DSP is an awesome tool, especially if you have an email list of 10,000 or more. You can create a lookalike audience of your customers, and that works wonders.
Yep.
So, um, more videos on DSP on our YouTube channel if you want to check that out. Um, so let's just move on to, I'm going to power through a little bit more about what we set up for businesses because we're a full service Amazon agency. Amazon ads is a big part of it, but of course you got to have everything such as the operations and the systems that we basically install for brands, the supply chain, the making sure you stay in stock is a huge thing, and we make sure that brands are reordering at the right time and have enough FBA inventory, for example. And how do we do that? We have the team knowledge, daily, weekly, and monthly checklists. That's what it takes to run a successful Amazon business. All the front end stuff and all the back end stuff, we take care of that with the team knowledge, SOPs, and checklists. So here's some common things to avoid: hiring a PPC manager and calling it good for the reasons I said. A lot of Amazon ads experts are super great at what they do, but you got to see the whole picture as well to run a successful business. So launching with only Amazon ads, but no reviews and no sale price, hiring a budget freelancer with no clear strategy, launching with no PPC, doing everything slowly, one by one, because during the honeymoon period, you got to push fast to take advantage of that easier ranking during honeymoon period. Thinking a PPC software will grow your store and grow your business. We've seen it all. And doing it all yourself because you're just wasting time and not the best ROI if you're not an Amazon ads expert. So quick on listing optimization strategy, because conversion is half of the puzzle, right? As I said, if you want to see my full video on what I call the $1,000,000 listing, everything that you should be doing, check that out. Here are the most important things though. And for the sake of this video, I will skim over it, but you can obviously pause and check out these slides as well. Here's an example of a past client of ours doing it great for terms of the professional video, the UGC videos, the large image blocks on A plus, and then their 1,000 reviews plus 4.3 rating. Just an example of a product doing everything right, and they are absolutely crushing it. Here's a quick tip, something you should implement right away if you don't have it: an us versus others infographic. So Amazon is a comparison platform. So your messaging needs to be us versus others, not just why we're so good, but why we're good, 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 why the other competitors, leading brands are bad, bad, bad. And here's a couple infographics we made. So more key parts of our system: master sheet, checking off every little thing for every product, making sure everything's 100% optimized. Complete listing optimization checklist in terms of creative, monthly keyword checks, launch checklist, launch timeline. All this is customized. Proper upfront audit of the entire account. Proper A/B split testing of price is huge. That 90%, 99% of sellers are not doing. SKU organization. Every brand gets a custom growth strategy and some case studies. This supplement brand, we launched them to 45K in 3 months. Grew this supplement brand from 300,000 a month to 400,000. They were doing great, but they wanted to see, hey, can an Amazon expert get us higher? And this client is very happy with us. Here's some more case studies. Some more case studies. Some more case studies. We've worked with many pets brands, many supplement brands, many CPG brands. One quick tip there. I actually have a whole other presentation on supplement brands and CPG brands and beauty brands as well. Those things that are recurring buys. You got to optimize for subscribe and save and a lot of other strategies there specifically. So, some more reviews and testimonials. Feel free to check out these videos. We've really exploded these guys' business. 10 out of 10, says Nadia. Couldn't recommend them enough, says Christian. Can't recommend it enough, says Ben. Nehemiah, very happy client of ours, long time, exploded our Amazon business. Paul said they've been a huge part of our Amazon growth, highly recommend. Brian says highly recommend these guys. Fun to work with, awesome results, incredible job. Another supplement company. These guys know what they're doing, highly recommend. We've seen great growth, CPG company right there. Feel free to check us out on Upwork. We're top rated plus, verified excellent on Trustpilot, rated number one Amazon agency by Maple, a boutique agency platform, and on Amazon Service Provider Network, 5 stars. A little bit more about Ryan if you're still watching. Hey, get to know Ryan a little bit more. Ryan, you want to go over this?
Yeah. As explained before, I'm an Amazon expert of 8+ years. I love the sport of ultimate frisbee, not frisbee golf. I actually get really frustrated with frisbee golf because it spins differently than an ultimate frisbee. Um,
Frisbee nerd,
but
okay.
that's its own tangent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but love ultimate frisbee. I have a family of 5 kids. My wife and I, 15+ years of sales and marketing. Like I said earlier, started as an Amazon seller. I am the head PPC nerd, as Riley affectionately calls me, at
Mm-hmm.
Amazing Marketing Co. Um, yeah, I've done some trainings on the YouTube series for PPC, and also guest speaker on multiple Amazon podcasts. And yeah,
Cool. On to me, full-time Amazon seller. I have a genetics and cell biology degree. Fun fact. Launched Amazing Marketing Code 2018 and run a YouTube channel and podcast. I've spoken at some conferences. I'm also a digital nomad and world traveler. I'm mostly based in Asia. My mom's been out a few times to visit me. She loves it, and she's also an Amazon seller as well as my younger brother also owns multiple Amazon brands. I'm into fitness, Muay Thai, anything science, health related, and I'm also into music and languages. Here's some fun pictures of me. I am that digital nomad Amazon guy. So will all of this system work for me? Yes, of course, if you have a good product, plenty of inventory, marketing budget, and patience. So we provide done for you Amazon growth marketing, the PPC ads, the SEO and organic rank, the product launches, the A/B split testing, and the strategic consulting. Why are we different? Well, so your current freelancer and agency is great. We're just better. We see the big picture. A lot of others are only doing PPC, living in
yep.
ACOS land, no clear strategy, crappy communication, and just not as knowledgeable at the end of the day. With us, big picture approach, organic rank focus, clear custom strategy, proactive communication inside of Slack, and we actually know what we're doing. Here's another one. So most when if you're shopping around, comparing, different experts, agencies, make sure are they including the SEO and organic rank? Are they including the launches? Are they including the split testing? And are they including the marketplace consulting? Of course, there's plenty of budget options out there, but our management includes everything because you do need everything for a successful business. So if you are tired of agencies and freelancers with poor communication and no clear strategy, you're in luck. We are the opposite. Say hello to having a manager who cares, a proven system, constant communication, a trusted long-term partner, and a pleasant experience. Say goodbye to frustrating agencies and freelancers, worrying about Amazon, wondering what's going on, hiring again and again, and just confused with Amazon. So, working with us, what can you expect? One business day reply time in Slack, often the same day. kind and direct communication, and all of your products will get the best possible chance at success. This is what it looks like chatting in Slack, getting the KPIs delivered to you, knowing what's going on, and high touch and proactive communication from us. Even if it's a mistake, even if it's a disaster, we let you know proactively. So if there's a mistake, we're after it, we're on it, we're going to fix it, because there always is shenanigans and stuff out of our control dealing with Amazon, as you may know. And then we follow up with support and take care of those things. And we meet with you regularly for update calls. So packages, very simple packages. We have basically 3 packages. Growth includes everything that I was talking about: the Amazon PPC, the Amazon SEO/organic rank, and the split testing, the product launches, and the marketplace consulting. If you do not have anyone taking care of your Seller Central management, or if you want to offboard your Seller Central management as well, A to Z includes complete channel management, everything in growth plus the back end. So all the marketing plus the catalog management, the inventory management, the support, seller support and case logs, account health. So basically, someone logging into your Seller Central account every day, checking everything, every little alert, following up with seller support every day, calling seller support, because you got to do that. That you just have to do it. And so it's all the Seller Central shenanigans, I like to call it. So if you don't have a dedicated Seller Central manager, then we'll take care of that. And that's called complete channel management. The goal of this is brands hire us to do this. If they want to focus on what they do best, whether that's retail, whether that's another brand or another business, or whether that's managing your social media ads or your website, we'll take care of your Amazon A to Z, so you do not have to worry about it. And then we have multi-channel. So if you need other Amazon countries, Canada, Mexico, Europe, Germany, Japan, Google ads, Facebook ads, Amazon DSP ads, Shopify ads. We'll manage your email marketing campaigns. We can also do those things. We are also experts in those things as well. Pricing is very simple. We charge a flat retainer. Our core package is the A to Z package, $2,500. If you already have Seller Central taken care of, then the growth package will do it, starting at $2,000, and the multi-channel starting at $3,000. So very simple, easy, transparent packages. And then in terms of creative, a la carte as needed. If you need graphic design, if you need photo shoots, if you need storefront created, all the graphic design and creative stuff is available a la carte as needed. Here's just some examples of a storefront and graphics, infographics that we create. So are we a good fit? It's a good fit if you have at least $100 a day PPC budget, plenty of inventory, no supply chain issues, patience, and ready to invest in Amazon long term. Of course, nothing happens overnight. Not quite a good fit if you're on a tight budget, low inventory, frequently out of stock, expecting overnight success, or not serious about going all in on Amazon as a platform. Here's some frequently asked questions if you want to check these out. And basically, first steps are an onboarding call, takes about 30 to 90 minutes. We add you to a Slack channel where we take over communication. You add us to Seller Central, and then we brainstorm, set the game plan, and start doing the initial audit and adjustments. So PPC audit and adjustments is kind of the first thing, front end and back end audit and adjustments, and then getting organized in all the spreadsheets that I showed you and set up. And then from then on, it's frequent updates in Slack and scheduled meetings to keep you updated. So if you are ready to get started, schedule your onboarding call if you haven't yet, and you can get in contact and learn more at amazingmarketingco.com. Boom. How was that, Ryan?
It was good. It was good. I think I was going more in depth than you wanted me to on multiple things, since you're like, all right, moving along, moving along.
Yeah, no,
So
you always do. You always go
I
deep
always
into
do.
PPC. So anyways, if you want to learn more about PPC, check out our YouTube channel. That's it for this video. And even if we don't end up working together, I hope you got a lot of tips and tricks from this video. And hey, if you want to share this with a seller who might find this helpful, we do pay handsomely for successful referrals. Thank you for watching. Talk soon.
Hey, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to the amazing marketing company. I hired these guys probably about 7, 8 months ago when our Amazon listings were doing okay. I knew that I needed someone with expertise, and I interviewed quite a few companies until I landed on the amazing marketing company. Not only do they know what they're doing, but they can do it on time and on budget. They really took my concerns into consideration, and they weren't just like spending money to spend money. I've met other Amazon companies like that just will push your ad spend to enormous heights, and you may or may not get the ROI that you're looking for. Not only did they take my thoughts and considerations into consideration, is that Ryan and Riley really felt like partners. Like they partnered with me. They understood what my goals were, and they took my listings to a whole nother level. So if you want to see the work that they did for me, go to Amazon, look at my brand store, Hybrid Remedies. That's totally them. They looked at my listings and they improved it tenfold. And they really went above and beyond what I was asking them or what I even expected from them. So initially I hired them to run my ad campaigns, which they did very effectively. But they also took it so much further. And the other thing I'll share with you about these guys is they're just awesome to work with. So sometimes you got super knowledgeable people that just aren't easy to work with, and you deal with them because you need them. But Ryan and Riley, they're good guys, and they're fun to work with. They're easy to work with, and they work really, really hard. So if you're looking for a company that can take your Amazon listings to that next level, this is a good team to work with. Not only is it Ryan and Riley, but they have a whole host of people behind the scenes that are also experts working on your particular brand. So looking forward to doing more great stuff with these guys, but just had to do a quick little 2-minute tutorial, 2-minute testimonial about how much I enjoyed them. So Riley, Ryan, you guys are awesome. Thanks for taking my brand on. Thanks for taking it to the next level. See ya.